Hello, this is Darren. Today I'm going to show you how I take a coaster design and apply it to a mug. As you can see in this clip at the moment, I'm just searching for the design that I want to use, which is in my coasters folder. So I'm just going to click on the one that I want, which in this case is the mod mug that I'm going to create. So I've already got a coaster called Mods. I'm going to open that, and it goes straight into the template I've created that is designed for my mugs. So it's set up with guides to show me where I can place the images so that I know it's going to be a perfect wraparound on my mug. You can probably see that there are up and down guides on there, and the design does snap into place so that it's evenly spaced in the correct place where it's going to print. So I've copied and pasted the design, so I've got it on one side of the mug, and now it's just been aligned on the other side of the mug. And you can see that all the spacing in between the white space is even, which will allow for the handle and where the mug can't actually be printed. So now I just need to export that to a PNG file, and I'm just going to export this onto my desktop, as you can see. Once it's on the desktop, I just need to go ahead and print it in my Sawgrass printer. I'm just going through the settings on this at the moment, and as you can see, I'm just making sure that everything's in the right order, that the colour that I want is the vivid colour, which is what I need, and click print. As you can see, with this design, I've got a red line that goes all the way around the outside. This was designed so that I know where to cut the print, and it will fit snugly around my mug in exactly the right position. So I'll now just cut it out. That should now be a perfectly formed for the mug. Now at the stage where I need to wrap the mug with the design. So the design has now been cut out fully, and I just need to get it wrapped around the mug in just the right place. Now the design that I've done does include space down the left and right hand side to make sure, because there are parts of the mug that will not print, and it's about ½ inch or so from the handle. So I've got blank space there, and the space there is exactly the same space as those two put together. So all in all, both pictures should align centrally at the front and the back. So I'm going to wrap that now. I keep it on the base of the table so that everything's lined up straight. So I'm just going to tape it with heat resistant tape there, and now pull it really tight so I get a good seal. Put a second piece on that side, just there. And what I'm also going to do is just wrap around the top and the bottom of the mug with some more heat resistant tape, just to avoid any ghosting, etc. So that will go on nice and tight around the top. Don't know whether you can see that or not. I will show you when I've finished. So that is going now, just to make sure that the top is really tight and secure with no air bubbles in that will make the print ghost. So that's all nicely wrapped at the top there. Everything's sealed. I'm now going to do exactly the same with the bottom. So that is now wrapped, and I'll have a picture on the front. It should be really centralised, and the same picture on the back, again fully centralised. So the next thing I need to do is wrap the mug now in some butcher paper, so that protects my mug press. So what I'm going to do now is just tear off a little bit of butcher paper, enough that will go around all of the mug. With this, I've got a great dispenser here for all of my butcher paper needs, and just tear it off like that. Just like wrapping the design around, I'm just going to wrap a little bit of butcher paper around to protect my heat press. First of all, I've just got to measure the right amount, which is about that much. Then I can just tear down throw that bit away and bring the mug back and just put a little bit of heat resistant tape just to hold it in place. Doesn't have to be really accurate or anything like that. So now the mug is ready for going into the heat press, and that will be the process that will transfer the design to the ceramic mug, ready to be sold. As you can see, I do use the Cricut mug press. I find it so simple to use, no settings on it at all. All I need to do is turn it on. It will now heat up in about maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I'll come back to it and put the mug in when it's ready to go. Don't know whether you can see or not, but at the moment I've got an orange light, which means that the mug press is currently heating up. Right, as you've just heard it beep, and now the green light has come on, so the mug press is now ready for me to put the mug in, and we'll start the process of transferring the print. Here we go. So just drop the mug in, close the press, try and get the handle centralized. There we go. So it's now going to count down. It's going to take about 5 minutes, and I'll come back when it's ready. Right, you just heard the beep, which means the mug is now complete. So I just lift the handle, got my heat resistant gloves on, just take the mug out and place it on the cooling mat to cool down. I'll now turn the mug press off. That is now complete, and we'll come back in a few minutes once the mug has cooled down a little bit, and we'll see how it's turned out. Okay, the mug is now ready for unwrapping, and let's see if we've done a good job. Is it going to be sellable? Let's have a look. Right, all I use is my little knife there just to get under the tape, hopefully. There we go. So I'm just going to take the butcher paper off first. As you can see, it's quite burnt at the top, quite scorched, which is normal. I'll just get rid of that. And now for the exciting part. Just start by taking the top tape off all the way around. And the bottom one. Just the one just below the handle, and this should start the reveal. And there we have the mod mug. As you can see, it's turned out pretty good, all centralized, no problems.